Hello there. Winter break has been going very well. I had a good Christmas. I saw a lot of family. New Year's I hung out with my best friend, as we've been doing for the last however many years, I think like 10, and I've been enjoying myself hanging out with people. The only thing I haven't done yet is really embark upon the whole grad school application process. And I think a lot of it is because of just the anxiety that comes with it. And my father's starting to get on me about it now. So that will be my next journey. And next week, though, I go to Las Vegas, and it's my last week off, but it should be a blast. I'm actually going with my mother. It was a Christmas gift. Eating disorder wise, I've been okay. For the most part, I've been hanging on. Like, as I think I say every time, life just keeps getting better. And my thoughts keep getting better, and my behavior is pretty much impeccable and perfect. Not to use that word. Nothing's perfect, okay? But I've just been doing well, and I have managed to gain weight and keep it on for months and months and months, and I hardly weigh myself. That's not to say that sometimes I don't have a moment of feeling down. I think that needs to be said. There are a lot of times that it's possible just to completely forget that you ever really had a problem with food, but there sometimes are those moments that bring one back to the feelings that started the eating disorder. There are triggers in the world, and whether you're facing them every single day, like when you're in the midst of the disorder, or a couple times a month, or a couple times a year. And so I just wanted to talk about mood today, and really how one can go about coping with mood changes, because some days, we feel great, and some days we're just berating ourselves, and whether it be about an eating disorder or not, whatever it is that you evaluate yourself on, and whatever it is that makes you feel good or bad, there are some things that we can do, I think, to get through those tough times. So I guess one of the eating disorder related things that has gotten to me lately is finding that clothes that have fit me for 3 years or so no longer do. And I find it difficult, but I'm trying to deal with the feelings rather than trying to fit in the old clothes. I think that it helps to put the small clothes away. I happen to have, since I started out at a much higher weight and I lost a lot of weight, I happen to have some clothes that are in between, and I had to take those out this winter break, and I put those in my drawers, and I put the other ones away, out of sight, out of mind. It's just so difficult if I leave them around, because every day I'm gonna go looking for pants, looking for shirts, and I'm gonna see them there, and I don't want to see them there. I don't want to think, man, I don't fit into these now. So put them away. I don't look at the size tags. I probably know what size they are, but it's just better not to think about it. It's better to have a dresser or a closet full of things that look good on you at whatever size you are, and they can really brighten your mood. And for me, I just find that I can't check my weight. I think I've only weighed myself once in the last month, and it doesn't help. So I'm staying away from numbers, because if your perception changes, the number can bring you back down, because you can have an association with a certain number, but if you're starting to see yourself correctly, rely on how you go out and the way you feel, and Even the way you look in the mirror, but the number just, it doesn't help. I think that if you do get back to those times when you're thinking about food or weight and trying to evaluate yourself on it, it truly, truly helps to find something else to do. And not just only as a distraction. I think a lot of people say that. I think I've said that before. But to really set goals for yourself outside of that, let's say you're taking a really tough class and your goal is to get an A on one of the papers. You're going to be directing your energy in a much more positive way. And if you, let's say you know how to knit, but you only know how to knit a scarf, say to yourself, my goal is to learn how to do circular knitting and knit mittens. And set these goals for yourself, and it'll take time to learn or to try and to achieve, but you're really spending your time better doing something more positive for yourself. And I mean, when you actually get to a point where you're evaluating yourself on things outside of weight and body, you can feel really good about yourself, about other parts about yourself. If you get that A or an A- or even a B in a really hard class, you can say, wow, I did it, and you can feel good. Another thing is, and I'm sure a lot of you have experienced this, when friends get really down, I get this way a little bit with my roommate. When you have a friend who gets really down and who's in a bad mood, sometimes they bring you down with them, even if they're not trying, and you can feel your mood just falling with theirs. And that's not to say that you shouldn't be there for them. I think if they're your friend, you should certainly be there to talk to, but I think getting out of that atmosphere at some point is also healthy for your mood and your mind. Because I know that when my roommate is having a really bad day and she's stressed, I'll offer to talk about it if she doesn't want to. She doesn't have to. She's not that much of a talker when she's in that state. But when I have a lot of work, I say, I'm going to go do it at the library because I need to feel better. Or I'm going to go for a walk with one of my other friends, just to get out of there for a couple hours, just to lift my spirits so that they can stay high. And then lastly, I think sometimes people just get in random down moods. Not necessarily major depression or anything, might be, but if you notice your mood just falling a little bit, which I can sometimes before I go out, etc., I like to play happy music. Kill me for playing this song, but I like to play the song "Get Up Off of That Thing" by James Brown, and dance till you feel better, shake till you feel better. But it works. Sometimes if I just dance around the room to a song that's ridiculous, that I love, then I do feel a little more like going out. Cheer yourself up, monitor your mood. I mean, sometimes little behavioral things just can take you a mile and make you feel that much better. I see that the camera is freezing now, but I will go. This is very, very long. Alright, I'll make another video soon. Probably won't talk to you till after Las Vegas. Good luck to you all. I hope everyone's doing well. I know I haven't talked to people on here in a really long time, and I haven't left as many comments, but you're still in my hearts, and I hope everybody who's fighting that battle is doing well. And if you're not, hang in there. All right.